Here is in the red at the right side of the map, the Foreign Hope member of Team Liquid. He is known as Chris Loringer or
Liquid Hawk.
Got some fans here in the audience. We require more hero probes.
Huck really known for his probe micro.
Redditor there. Yeah, he's oh, here's the other guy.
That was really fast. We didn't even have time there.
Ah,
Really
man,
fast.
this is a bad day for me on that. Keep missing, I keep forgetting.
See, I was just cleverly saying it really quick, like, yeah, that's what these were, and then you were supposed to go and give the intro, but you didn't. Mole trap, missed him. But it was actually really quick. I don't blame you.
Last time never mind. Anyway, Son is not going to be proxygating this time.
I wanted to mention really quickly that Huck is on the Team Liquid, which is also a website, teamliquid.net. I know a lot of you viewers watching are going, everybody knows about TL. Well, there's some people out there watching who don't know. Go to teamliquid.net. It's like the best foreign resource for StarCraft 2 and StarCraft 1 information. So definitely check that site out.
Yeah, actually the last time that Doa mentioned that, I gave a shout out to the crew that managed the player database that they have there.
Yeah.
And apparently I forgot the guy in charge of the player database, Ghostclaw. So shout out to him as well.
Yeah. Ghostclaw is a pretty awesome guy.
Diggity said he met him at the Heart of the Swarm event, and he was a nice guy. So good to know. So Son's going to send out a probe here. Scout, both players scouting each other.
Yeah, both players scouting. A little bit later of a scout for Son. But it is a 3-player map. It's not absolutely crucial that you scout on your pylon. Huck just wanted to do it because, you know, last game something happened and he was like, I don't want that to happen again.
Yep.
Huck actually getting a very aggressive second gas. Even going to allow the probe to see it. Now, a lot of players, when they see that second gas, will just immediately go in 4-gate, but it looks like Son planned on doing the 3-stalker rush. He sees the second gas, and in reply, takes his own.
Yeah, it's a really small map, very ramp rather, very easily defensible position on the top of your ramp, so it's a lot tougher to pull off an aggressive 4-gate on here, and I mean, especially these days when it's a little bit easier to defend against 4-gate with sentries and what have you, it makes sense for him to go for the second gas, not to try and deal with any of that.
I like it because it's a much safer choice and it's not unrealistic. Plus, he's already going for the 3-stalker rush type of build, skipping that first zealot, and now he just goes, okay, I can really safely go. Huck taking a Twilight Council. We've seen him try to use DTs in the past. Will he try to go for it again, or is he just going to be going for Blink Stalkers? It's a really fast Twilight Council, though. He's going for Blink. There's no reason to have it that early. Son putting on some pressure with that first Stalker.
Yeah,
and Huck actually is adding 2 gateways.
Yeah, so Huck going a little bit heavier with the gateway count at the moment. I mean, he's got less now, but he's going to have more in a moment. So
it's a little bit weird that he got the Twilight Council that quickly. He wants to get Blink, like, oh, no, it is going to be a Dark Shrine. I thought it was going to be delayed Blink after you had those gateways immediately, but do have that extra minerals.
Wow. Dark Shrine and Son getting a Robo.
Yeah, I think it's kind of strange because Huck saw the second gas, and it's kind of funky to go for that DT when your opponent gets a second gas. It's kind of just assuming your opponent's going Blink Stalkers. It's a really risky move. It can work if your opponent only makes 1 observer and is out of position. You can target down a Robo, you can target down a Nexus. A lot of different things you can do with that Dark Templar. I do it a lot because I hate actually playing PvP. It's so frustrating. Get on the ladder, I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do?
Ooh, and he actually, that's an interesting pylon placement there. He's got a spot where he can warp in on the high ground if he has a chance. I don't think he's gonna have that chance just yet. Robo starting up, Observer's gonna be out at the perfect time.
Probe does get spotted, and that triggers Son to go and check and finds this pylon.
Oh no. There's still another pylon relatively close to the base. Right there on your screen right now.
Indeed.
That Son apparently doesn't know about.
And Son is not making a second observer. But he's leaving his first observer at home.
Leaving that first observer
at home.
You know
why? He scouted the pylon. He knows you're putting on some sort of pressure. He's like, all right, I'm going to keep this at home just in case.
Yep.
Sees the DTs.
And oh, is he going to get away with the DTs? 3 of them get away. And actually, he put a pylon down so he could try and warp more stuff in on top after he pressed that. But cancels the pylon, realizes this is not going to work. So now he's just got 3 DTs chilling. and just has to go home with them, basically.
Yeah, this is kind of a funky situation because Son, the game doesn't end from here because DTs are still scary. Force you to make more observers, make sure you're really careful with your observer. But Huck has invested a lot and hasn't gotten anything out of it yet, but it was good that he kept those DTs alive. He can use them later.
Now, Huck, I thought I saw he followed up with a... Does he have a Robo?
Nope.
No, okay, never mind.
And in fact, Son is making his own Twilight Council and may plan on going DTs to counter DTs. That's actually a really common thing you see players do.
Whoa. Actually, Son somehow sneaking a couple Zealots into the probe line, taking out several probes of Huck, actually.
But Huck is attacking at the front. Is force fielded out. Trying to make an Archon on the ramp. GG's.
Put that Immortal there. So this is going to go to a game 3. Yeah,
both players doing very interesting strategies in our first 2 games, knowing that PvP is a pretty bad matchup for them. So trying to catch their opponent a little off guard, not playing standard for fear that it might not work out for them.
That's right.
Huck's build wasn't bad, but the problem is it's very risky, and you have to be very, very, very careful about how you do it.
Yeah. Now I'm actually a little surprised that, knowing that Son had observers, he still tried to break up there with DTs. And here's the thing, he got force fielded out. Could have made an Archon with those DTs, and then forced his way up the ramp so he could get Zealots up there.
That's actually a really interesting point.
Just a thought.
He did make an Archon on the ramp after that happened.
Well, yeah, but
making the Archon on the outside would have been much smarter, I agree. Plus, his opponent had mostly Zealots.
I wonder if you try and force field on top of a massive unit, does it...
It just breaks instantly. It instantly breaks.
It instantly breaks? What if it's an Archon that's not, like, warped in yet? Does that count?
That's a good question. I feel like it breaks, but I don't know. You can't cancel Archons, though.
It probably would. That's true.
So you couldn't, like, make an Archon on top of the force field and then, like, cancel and send DTs up.
I've been told, apparently, that on Twitter, thank you again, Twitter, always providing the answers to my questions, that my attempt at doing the slow motion, fast motion thing was a complete and utter failure, but amusing nonetheless. So, oh well, it was worth a try. Worth a try.
That was so funny to me. I mean, I guess people probably thought it was funny because I'm sitting here next to you just watching you do it, and I think it's hilarious that you even did it in the first place.
Oh, well. My Twitter, by the way, is @moletrap if you want to go ahead and follow me. Actually, let me see. Yes, during this cast, I passed 2,000 followers.
That's
Yay
awesome.
for me.
Well, I am FXO Wolf, and I don't even think I have 1,000 yet, but Twitter follows aren't that important to me. But it's cool, you know, you made your... I'm not, like, trying to downplay your achievement.
No, that's all right. No, I think Artosis has, like, 25,000.
Yeah,
so
he does.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I
mean, like, Britney Spears has, like, 1 billion, so...
It's true. 1/7 of the population of the world follows Britney Spears on Twitter.
Actually, I don't even know if she has a Twitter. I just assume so.
She probably has a Twitter that, like, she has someone hired to, like, tweet random stuff on. She's
a busy woman.
She probably doesn't touch a keyboard herself.
She doesn't have to.
Anyway, so, and of course you can follow @GomTV on Twitter as well if you would like.
You should. In
get
fact,
news
they announced
updates, that
awesome
kind of thing.
stuff there.
And so anyways, here's our players getting ready for game number 3. Gonna go down here very, very soon. Actually, we're just getting a little bit of an announcement here that...
we'll tell you guys at the end. We've got a special announcement.
An announcement about an announcement that we're gonna tell you later on Twitter. So make sure you follow GomTV's Twitter, because there's gonna be something cool going on GomTV's Twitter at the end of the
broadcast.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
sorry, GomTV.net. Like, so confused.
They just came and told us a bunch of stuff. We're like, whoa. All right, we'll tell you guys about it later. The game's about to start. Game 3 between Huck and Son.